going on, jabronis? And welcome to another episode of Jabroni Sports.
Yay! All right.
This week we are concluding our NBA divisional previews. This week,
about time.
We are finishing up with the Northwest. It's been a long, strange trip that's taken us longer than a month here, working our way through it. But you know what? I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, working on a night shift, some may say.
It's working on a night shift. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all these have taken place after 7 o'clock.
That is true. That is actually true. Yeah, we record
that
after
is the
7
night.
PM.
That's the night. 7 o'clock is night.
Yeah, no.
That's when games come on.
We're night owls. We don't care who knows. All right?
Yeah.
We're up late burning the midnight oil to provide content.
We've
for
been
the
here
listeners,
until midnight.
Okay? Yeah.
We didn't start at 7 that night.
And why do we do it, though?
For the fans.
For the fans.
For the fans,
exactly.
yeah.
We do it for the listeners.
Actually, I do it for the gram.
Oh, all right. Well, that's fair. You can do it for the gram, I guess.
I do it for the Ratchets.
Okay. I do it for the love. I do it for the love of the game. That's
right.
Why do you do it?
I do it for my mom.
Okay.
Wow.
And my dad.
And your dad.
Wow. Shouts out to the
and
family.
all the dogs out there.
Oh, wow.
Like actual puppy dogs.
Not like my dogs.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the cute fluffy ones.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just big floofers.
12 out of 10.
Do it for the floofers.
Yes.
Oh, that's all right. All the good boys out there. The show's for you.
Yeah.
So, as you know, you're listening to Jabroni Sports. I am your host, AJ Fuerstenau. You can find me on most forms of social media at AJ FUERSTENAU. I'm joined tonight, as always, by
It's your boy Gonzo. You can find me at Twitter at It's Your Boy Gonzo. And actually, this week, a little special. You can find me at a WWE shop. Check out my wish list.
Oh, wow.
I really hope someone buys me that No One Meaner Than Tamina shirt.
or
hoodie. I mean,
the hoodie. The
hoodie'd be nice for fall
Could really
coming
go
up.
for that Tamina Snuka hoodie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a big WWE shopper?
No.
No.
I probably haven't bought shirts from there in like 3 years.
But hey, if anyone wants to change that for you, you're open.
That's been sitting in your wish list, though.
Well, honestly, the quality of the shirts are just trash. The only one I got that I ever liked was the Macho Man one. Otherwise, they just are real stiff.
I mean, I'm currently wearing a WWE shirt.
A little stiff?
The NXT ones are usually
stiff?
pretty nice, actually. So,
No, I'm not.
Yeah, me neither.
repping Johnny Gargano tonight. So,
I'm hard
shout
as
out.
hell. This show gets me really gone.
Wow, all right.
I'm really
Goodness.
stiff.
I'm glad you're on the other side of the table.
Stay away from me, please.
I am so stiff.
So, shouts out Johnny Wrestling. Also joining tonight, as always.
This is Gianni James Montuano at GBabyLaFleur. Catch me on Twitter. Don't follow me anywhere else.
Wow, don't
Do
even
not
bother.
want to interact. If you want to interact, hit me on Twitter.
What about the gram?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for some funny memes, hit me on the ground. But
I mean, you'll have already seen them somewhere else, but...
hold on. My memes are hot and fresh. Sometimes I even make them. That's how fresh they
Those
are.
are the bad ones.
Those are the ones that are hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Hot and those are the best.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all.
And our guest this evening, coming in off the bench, giving us some emergency mop-up innings here.
I'm back again, baby.
He's back.
I'm back again. It's
First
just me.
two-time.
Yeah, it's just me. Jacob Fuerstenau at Fuerstenau37. Just chilling. Catch me on Twitter, please.
Please.
Talking about emergencies, you know what I could really go for right now is a nice tall glass of Emergen-C. It's packed with vitamin C to keep your immune system going.
What flavor, though?
Oh, well, it comes in so many flavors, and they're all delicious.
Wow.
You should have hit me with a glad you asked.
That's it's very on brand. Emergency, we've been trying for a while, please.
I know, we just like you. How about this week? I got a new one I'm trying out. It's just water.
Just water.
Just water?
Just water. Shouts out Jaden Smith. Let me get him.
If any of our fans can help, just let Emergency know. We're not joking. We're about that brand life. Okay?
Oh, you guys aren't getting paid?
No, we would really like to see a check.
Why am I here then? I thought I was getting paid for this.
You thought it was that emergency money?
Yeah.
We don't have that yet.
No, you can write this off on your taxes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is your time is a charitable donation.
Yes.
We do appreciate that.
Yes, anyone who wants to be a guest going forward, you can write it off on your taxes.
We cannot offer you anything in the way of money. We can offer you a roof, a microphone, and hopefully some enlightening conversation.
Yeah.
That's the payment we can offer.
That's more than enough.
You can see how the pie is made.
Yeah. But thank you again for joining us
What
tonight.
does that mean?
Isn't
My
that a
pleasure.
phrase? No?
Sounds like a phrase.
How the pie is made.
Yeah.
No,
That's an
it's
Italian
not.
phrase. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you would understand. It's an
It's an
Italian
Italian
thing.
phrase.
Come in, you see how the pie is made. Are you talking about pizza?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
fair.
pizza pie.
Come on, why don't you join us? You can see how the pie's made.
You know what, boys? I'm enjoying the pizza pie.
Yeah.
The little international flair that you guys are bringing to the show.
Yeah, we're trying. We're
Yeah.
doing our part. I mean, I've been watching FIBA games, so I figured it was.
I was gonna say. I think as part of that international flair, before we jump into the NBA's Northwest.
Do you know?
Division here,
Do you know about what happened over the weekend? The
What?
Team USA.
No, what happened?
Oh man, bad stuff.
Oh, really?
we'd be remiss if we did not mention Team USA's lost to Australia in Marvel Stadium, a packed Marvel Stadium filled to the brim with lawn chairs.
You hate to see it.
With the lawn chairs.
Yeah.
$300 seats to sit in a lawn chair very far away from the court. It was like a Final Four atmosphere, and in like the worst way. Also,
I had the race court. That was cool.
Yep. Also, the camera work was real rough.
Real rough.
And
they didn't have the right angle the whole game. You're just like, is he out? Is he on the line? I can't tell.
Our friend Nathan put it really well. It was so far away that you lost all concept of like how wide the court was. It felt like everyone was right on top of everyone. It looked weird. And then it didn't help that the USA played a really, really unappealing game of basketball.
Hey,
as they,
the first time they played Australia.
I mean, yeah, they won by, 16?
Yeah, no
played
problem.
Well. Sure. But you got to beat Australia twice in a row if you're the American team. I'm sorry.
You
That's
do.
tough. It's always tough to go on the road twice and beat the same
I mean,
team.
it's hard. You don't just walk into Melbourne and come out with a victory.
To be fair, they don't have a point guard once Kemba leaves the game.
Or a center that's equipped to handle real big boy NBA centers.
I thought Brooke was fine with that.
That's what I thought Brooke was on the team to do, but Andrew Bogut absolutely destroyed the American team. Like, Andrew Bogut looked like a star.
So did, who was their starter?
Aaron
Baines.
Baines. Yeah.
He played well.
Aaron Baines looked really good. It was just a really deflating performance.
I
all
just
the way
don't
around.
understand why Miles Plumlee is on the team.
Mason Plumlee.
Mason Plumlee.
Same thing.
Yeah. No,
Marcus
Miles
Smart-
is much more handsome. Okay.
Marcus Smart's the backup point guard. Like, I like Marcus Smart, but he's not a point guard.
I mean, Australia's got Patty Mills.
Yep. And Patty Mills had a day. Patty Mills honestly feasted on American
So
guard.
did Joe
And
Ingles.
Joe
Yep.
Ingles.
And-
And Australia's stacked. I don't
and-
even mind losing to them.
Deladova.
Oh, man. Australia's stacked.
And Australia played really, really well.
They did.
Watching the game, it made sense because by the end of the game, all of Australia's stars showed up. They played well. It was a big game. It clearly meant more to them. The crowd was into it, and it was a tough environment for the U.S. team. But we can't lose to Australia. It was just, it's not acceptable, and it's a really, really, really alarming footnote. It seems like a bad omen heading into the World Cup.
It's not alarming because I don't care about.
Why is it? And who'd they lost? Who'd they lose over the weekend?
Oh, Kyle Kuzma?
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Kyle
How do
Kuzma.
you pronounce that?
Kyle Kuzma. That's how you say it, right?
Is that an Italian thing too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us.
Kyle Kuzma.
Kuzma.
Yeah.
But Kyle Kuzma, for the rest of us, had an injury and did not make the final squad, which is another depth hit for the U.S. And it also seems like the U.S. doesn't have any idea what their rotation looks like.
Nope.
And they still haven't called Eric Bledsoe?
Nope. No.
He's waiting by his phone.
I don't think they're going to.
No.
I don't think it's happening.
First team all defense.
Facts only.
Not interested though. So heading into the World Cup, is it a bad sign? Is the U.S. still the favorite?
Wait, I thought this was the FIBA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
FIBA World Cup.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, I think they're still the favorite, but it's a little why didn't they call Carmelo, man? I mean, he should be playing.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Melo could be sticking these bigs.
Oh, yeah.
He could take Bogut. Get out of here.
Dude, Melo shines in the Olympics.
Dude,
or
this is
World
what
Cup.
this is what he waits for. He wants to be on a national stage.
They'll sign him for
They're a
this.
world
Why he's a
stage.
Hall of Famer.
This is
He is.
absolutely.
He is. Yeah.
I think they're a favorite, but it's not an overwhelming one. I said prior to the Australia loss that I wouldn't be surprised if this team didn't win the World Cup, and that certainly did nothing to change my opinion.
I mean, at Vegas, they were going into that Australia game, they're minus 595 to win it all, and now they're minus 120 or something like that.
that's about where I'd put them. Even money, an even money favorite. If Greece beat them, would it be shocking? I don't think so.
Greece don't have who's their NBA players?
Giannis. Like
but besides Giannis,
Nick Calathis.
Nicolaithus, Thanasis,
Costas.
You got to figure.
Costa Kufis.
No, him too.
Is he? I'm pretty sure he's on the
Costa
team.
Kufis?
Yeah.
So is that
Is he
Antetokounmpo.
Greek? I don't think Kostas Koufis is Greek.
That's a Greek ass
Fairly
name.
certain.
I think he plays for the Greek national team. I'm almost positive. Yeah. So if you
Can,
get on that
can
one for us.
Giannis really?
Yeah.
Can Giannis take an entire team for like this team's not great, but like they got to be able to like stop just Giannis.
I don't know. Can they?
Can we go back to that Australia team? That's actually a good team.
It's a fun team.
That is a really good team. Who plays shooting guard for them? Is it
Patty
random guy?
Mills.
No. Well, who plays point then? Oh, Delhi. Yeah,
Delhi.
Delhi, Patty. And then they have that
Or
one.
then Ingles plays small
Yeah,
forward.
Ingles, a small forward, and then they start one non-NBA guy, Landale.
Landale.
Jock Landale, who played for St. Mary's.
Played for Satan.
And then they
Played
had
for Satan.
they had a guard too. They had another non-NBA guard who came off the bench and was just splashing.
Oh yeah,
threes.
that goofy looking dude.
Yeah, like bald. The guy who's like bald, but
That they had like a press game or a halftime.
yes, the one
interview.
that they talked to. Yeah, that they walked through the streets of Melbourne and showed you how cool it is.
They're like, "Whoa, look at this art," and the guy's like, "Whoa, it's fucking bloody art." And they're like, "Yep."
Oh wow, that's
Wow,
exactly. Yep.
that's how it went?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That sounds pretty cool.
I'm reading the quote here.
No Costa Kufis.
No Costa Kufis
No
for this
Costa
Greek
Kufis.
team.
All right,
Okay.
no, I don't think so. No.
But yeah, no, I think there's a lot, like the U.S. isn't their margin for error is not that high. Like if their big stars don't show up in games, they're not going to do very well.
Who are their big stars besides Kemba?
That's okay. Kemba,
Jason Tatum.
Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum. Like these guys have to play well for this team to win. To me, those are like the most important guys on the team, right?
Yeah, but
I think Miles Turner is one of the most important guys on the team
He's in there,
because
starting center.
playing against European teams, they all have centers.
Yeah, and they all have centers that can shoot.
Yep. So Miles
I
Turner's
mean-
got a little bit more of a challenge.
Greece has got Papagiannis, so
They got Papagiannis?
Georgios Papagiannis,
Oh, that fucking traitor.
former first-round pick.
Wasn't he the guy who had the contract where he's like, okay, I signed, and then he's like, never mind.
Maybe I'm not sure.
no.
I thought he walked away from a contract after it was signed. He got in a bunch of trouble.
I don't think anyone wanted Georgios Papagiannis.
No, he was gone.
I'm thinking of
I don't
somebody
think
else.
He was in the league last year. Are you thinking of Bielinka?
Bielitsa?
Yeah, Bielitsa.
No, he's still in the
Yeah,
league.
Bielitsa's in the
But
league.
he walked away from a European contract.
Yeah.
No, it happened the other
Oh,
way.
okay.
Whatever. It's bad.
Are you talking about Nikola Mirotic?
No,
Oh man,
Are
it
you talking
was.
about,
It was not this offseason. The
I know.
offseason before.
I'm just naming guys.
Are you
that
talking
turned
about
out-
Rudy Fernandez?
Are you talking about Joe Smith?
Rudy
Are you,
Fernandez.
talking about Joe Smith when
It's
he
got to
signed
be
that?
Tim Thomas.
Yes,
Are you talking about Tim Thomas?
that's his
That's
name.
gotta be Tim
okay.
Tim Thomas.
Are you talking about Tyrese Thomas?
No, I didn't
No,
think he'd
not
ever.
Tyrese Thomas.
I didn't think he'd ever get brought up on this show.
Are you talking about Are you talking
What-
about
hey,
Jarrell
Johnny.
McNeil?
What's a higher guy?
Joe Johnson?
No,
Are you talking about Joe Johnson?
no.
ISO Joe? Are you seeing what he's doing
Seven-time
in the Big
All-Star?
Three?
I've been
This
on
is-
Are you seeing
what
what
record
he's doing in the
all
Big Three?
season.
Weekly reminder that Joe Johnson is way too good to not be in the NBA.
Dude, they could probably make a USA team with members from the Big Three.
Probably be better than this team if I'm being honest.
Okay. Also in the U.S. Australia game, they during one of the halftime breaks, they showed a 3-on-3 tournament because they're getting ready for it being an Olympic sport. So they showed Australia as part of their open tryouts to be on the 3-on-3 team. The Big Three would destroy every single one of the teams that they showed. It was all just three white guys playing YMCA level basketball. The Big
Passes
Three
over the head.
you send Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Joe Johnson, and Reggie Evans out there. They will massacre.
You gonna sleep on Al Jeff like that?
I mean, I want Reggie for grabbing those boards, dude.
Yeah.
If I want a guy,
I'm old school.
If I want a guy who doesn't need
He'll
the
go
ball
through
at
your phone,
all,
though.
Reggie's perfect in the Big Three because he doesn't need any touches, but he can grab rebounds all day.
Yeah.
All of his touches are offensive rebounds. It's the league Reggie Evans was born to play in.
Yeah.
In many ways, Reggie Evans was always waiting for the existence of the Big Three.
Do we want to talk about the other big story from the weekend?
What's up?
Andrew Luck?
Oh, Andrew Luck's retirement?
Andrew Luck's retirement? Do we have any hot takes on this?
That was wild.
Honestly,
It was
yeah.
wild.
I was gonna say, having been out when the news broke, in a group of sports fans, a large group of people, it made it bigger than it would have been even anyways. But yeah, the way that we found out in particular was great because it was just a collective shock that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, that was
stuff like that is
out of the clear blue.
Exactly, and in the social media age, for a story to happen out of nowhere with no rumblings, nothing indicating that, is so rare that it was. I mean, because people are asking, is this the craziest sports story in the last 10 years? I don't think it is, but it's for sure up there.
Is Tiger happened in the last 10 years? Because that's number one, right?
Yeah, I would say Tiger Woods winning the Masters after not winning a major.
I just meant when he all that shit that went down with Tiger.
What do you mean, like his personal life stuff?
Yeah, when like
being addicted to Xanax and
Manti
porn stars.
Teo.
Manti Te'o's made-up girlfriend hoax might be number one.
The Tiger Woods golf. What do you call it? Golf club through the windshield of his car. Like I feel like that was a bigger one than Manti Teo.
Manti Te'o's was like a years-long hoax, though. Manti Teo,
I know, but Tiger Woods was like, "Hey, this guy he thought was a nice guy has been sleeping with everybody."
Yeah, Tiger Woods thing, and it even lasted like 6 years. He never really recovered from that until the Masters this year.
Yeah. Well, also his back was fucked up.
Well, yeah, that too.
Which is part of why he got addicted to pain pills. And the Tiger Woods, for Tiger Woods, it was more of an arc. It wasn't a moment to me.
It was
Tiger
a character
Woods
arc.
Tiger Woods was like a series of events. Like a Tiger story happened like every 6 weeks for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tiger was like, Jesus Christ, what else is there? Like, what could happen now?
And then he took off his hat.
Oh, God, he showed off that.
That was the worst part.
Seeing the hairline?
Yeah, see, hairline. There's no hairline.
It was patches, man. It's patches of hair.
It looks like
It looks like a lawn that you mowed on way too low of a setting.
Patches O'Houlihan.
It looks like a.
Patches O'Houlihan is Tiger's nickname?
Yeah.
It looks like somebody dedicated a head of hair. Like this is what used to be a memorial site.
The Tiger Woods Hair Memorial?
Yes.
Is that what that's the course that his head is now?
Yeah.
I mean, it has sand traps.
There's
and
a lot
bunk-
of
Yeah,
sand.
it's got rough. It's got the fairway.
They've been pulling.
Tiger's head does look like a golf course.
Yeah.
It actually makes for a nice 18-hole course. You can plot it out on the patches of hair that he's missing.
Oh, poor
That's
guy.
where LeBron's been getting his hair. He's been stealing it from
Stealing
Tiger.
it from Tiger? Well, LeBron needs it more.
Yeah.
Tiger wears a hat during his sport, so it's not as big a deal. Like LeBron's headband is approaching hat territory.
No, LeBron
His
doesn't wear a
headband's done.
headband
He's got-
anymore.
Not
got
anymore.
hair.
Now that he's got hair again.
Yeah, he's got the
but
hair
for,
pots.
He can wear.
LeBron was for sure part of the bigger headband club.
Couldn't he wear?
Oh,
a
yeah,
hat?
they
his
can't
hair
LeBron was
but-
running that for years.
But now they got is it Kemba? Not Kemba. Drew Holiday wears the big old fucking.
the ninja headbands.
Yeah,
yeah.
like-
Those are dope.
LeBron's too old for that though. The ninja headbands are for kids.
I wear the ninja headband when I play soccer.
For me, the ninja headband is for it's 25 and under.
Raging Rondo can wear it because he looks like a Ninja Turtle though.
He would 100% look like a Ninja Turtle.
So can Russell Westbrook.
Yep. Russell Westbrook. Russ has a new hairstyle himself anyway.
Yeah, he's got braids.
Yeah, say Russ is showing off some new locks. He's trying to differentiate the Thunder era from the Rocket era. I appreciate
You
it.
saw how good Kawhi was.
Yeah, that's I appreciate somebody changing teams and then changing something about their physical appearance.
Just so I remember.
It's very wrestling.
You got to rebrand yourself.
Yeah, it's
Like
very
when,
a new
when D Wade
character.
went back to Miami and got braids.
Yep. It lets you know it's okay, it's the last run D Wade. I appreciate it. Looking back on highlights. So, anything else internationally? Or are we ready to hop into the Northwest Division here?
Do a little North by Northwest division.
Heyo.
North by Northwest.
Yeah, what is that?
That's not what it's called.
South by Southwest.
Close enough.
I mean, you picked a direction and then said...
Actually, I'm pretty sure that one's too. Jake, get on it.
What?
Facts.
North by Northwest?
Yeah, it's a different one.
Is it a thing?
Isn't it Kanye West Kid?
It is. That is Kanye West Kid.
Yes. That's the full name. That's the full government.
North by Northwest?
Yeah. North by Northwest. Yeah. Come on. You didn't know that?
No, that's going to be what the clothing line is called. North by Northwest.
Yeah, I like that. That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Hey, speaking of the North, would you guys
Leave
like
the
to,
North.
Would you guys like to start off by talking about one of the most northern teams in the NBA?
The Trailblazers.
No, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
That is correct.
I think the Trailblazers maybe...
I think you're wrong.
Irregardless, the Toronto Raptors are
It's not a word.
Nope.
Irregardless, the Toronto Raptors are not the most northern team.
No,
okay, I just want
absolutely
to
not.
get that straight.
So, last season, the Suns of the Northwest, the Timberwolves, had a 36-46 record,
That's a lot better than the
Yeah,
Suns.
they're better than the Suns. Show a
Come on.
little bit of respect.
but they're also, just always, why aren't they better? The Timberwolves are perennially an also-ran, and they shouldn't be.
They should have never signed Tibbs. We said this right when they got Thibodeau as a coach. He is not a good coach for this team. You need a guy to develop the young players, not run them into the ground. And we all saw what happened.
Yeah.
We said it from the beginning, man.
Well, I don't think... I don't want to be rude, but I don't think Rick Saunders is very good. What's his name? Flip Jr.?
Flip Jr.?
Yes.
Yeah, Flip's son. He's not very good.
Rick Rick Saunders.
He often seems overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Summer Sanders. She's
And that's the inside stuff.
I think we can all agree on the biggest moment of the Timberwolves this year.
What's that? When Ryan Saunders won his first game?
No, the Derrick Rose. Do you guys remember the Derrick Rose game?
oh
That
yeah.
was a nice moment for them.
I cried.
I did not.
I did cry.
I absolutely did not.
I called Johnny to check on him.
Make sure everything was okay.
Yeah, he was balling pretty hard.
It was pretty emotional for me.
He told me he was hugging his refrigerator.
Okay.
When I see,
It's intimate.
yeah, when I
And-
see
Well,
Derrick,
There's a Derrick magnet on his fridge. So.
Okay, that makes more sense.
yeah, I sat next to it and was crying, and I was touching Derrick's magnet, and I was like, "You
okay,
did it!
okay.
You're back, man."
Was he back though?
I mean, he got paid.
Is Derrick back?
He's on the
Back as
Pistons.
heck.
Derek's back as heck?
No.
Dude,
Oh, come
come
on.
on. Him and Blake Griffin, they're going to tear it up.
Oh, yeah.
Derrick's
He's back
never
as
left.
heck.
And they have Michael Beasley.
They're gonna be-
They have
he's
the
gonna
top
be
two
throwing
pick.
hoops.
They have the top 2 picks from the 2009 draft.
That must
Wow.
be good, right?
Yeah.
It's how could it be bad?
Facts.
I don't think the Wolves are good this year either.
No,
I have no reason to believe they are.
no.
They didn't do anything.
No.
Like Wiggins makes way too much.
And he stopped progressing.
Wiggins has not developed at all. If we're being totally honest, I think one of the most damning parts of them is Wiggins. Like, is Wiggins, as far as like versus expectations, he's one of the biggest busts that I can remember in
He's
our
not
lifetime.
that big of a
No,
bust.
come on.
He's still
Tony
a
Bennett.
decent player.
There was no expectation. Anthony Bennett was the number 1 pick in what was considered a historically weak draft. Anthony Bennett was never, ever, ever on the same stratosphere for
Michael
hype that
Beasley.
Andrew Wiggins was. Beasley was the number 2 pick.
Markelle Fultz.
Derrick Rose was the number 1 pick that year.
I know, I
Markelle
thought you
Fultz
said
is in the
bust.
conversation. It's early.
But yeah, let's not
Just
count
in the
out
town.
Fultz yet.
Yeah, Markelle Fultz was definitely in the conversation though, because Markelle Fultz was supposed to be very good. Markelle Fultz was considered widely, unanimously a better prospect than Jason Tatum. Like there was no doubt,
Yep.
and he forgot how to shoot. Like that one's super weird.
Something wrong with his shoulder. I'm telling you, if he gets that fixed,
Gotta be
What about Ben Simmons?
is what a
As
bust.
a bust.
Yeah, he can't
No.
shoot.
What are you talking
Stop
about?
it.
Get out
He's
of
an
here.
all-star.
Can't shoot.
Most teams wish, that a real bust.
I'm with you.
You're on
That's
board.
why we had you on this week.
But, I mean, they're kind of trying. Jared Culver was a good signing. Or not signing, but draft pick
Drafting.
for them. Yeah. Like, Robert Covington is a useful player
No.
if healthy.
Robert Covington.
We just got to get D'Lo.
How are they going to get D'Lo?
Yeah.
I don't know.
With what assets?
Just trade for Anthony Davis.
what Wiggins isn't going to get you positive return on a trade. Like, there's no value there. What do you...
Is it already time to hit the reset button?
I mean...
No,
you
Karl
can't,
Anthony
though.
Towns is too good.
Exactly. You have to try to build around Karl Anthony Towns.
He's still like 22, 23.
Yeah, but man, they had a chance. And they were not good.
Yeah, Karl
They
Anthony
just
Towns.
need to be worse.
Karl Anthony Towns is 23.
Yeah.
There's easily time to reset, rebuild, reload, or whatever you want to call it around him.
You just got to suck.
Yep. Because he's there through like 2023, 2024, something like that.
Yeah.
He's young enough. I think if this team more than any, I think needs it's such a cliche, but a culture change. Like
Do it for the culture.
I do
the
it for
Wolves
Ratchets.
desperately need to get rid of the remnants of the weird Jimmy Butler story from last offseason, the Thibodeau experiment. Like they just need to blow it up, rebuild around their star, and just kind of I think take the recommit themselves to Karl Anthony Towns as their franchise player to an extent.
Yeah.
Because I think that the relationship has been damaged. I think his trust of that front office has to be wounded. Because as if I'm Karl Anthony Towns, what have they really done that makes me feel like I'm the guy? Like I'm the future. I'm the thing they're
They
building
paid
around.
you.
That's it though. But any of the things where it's respect or it actually being your team, they've done nothing to benefit you in any way.
Yeah, they've never given you a point guard.
Nope. You're going on Jeff Teague again as your point guard. This, it'd be really, really tough to buy this.
Derek should have started over Teague.
Maybe.
But that's splitting
hairs.
Exactly. That's not making the difference.
But I guess I'm more curious if if they're just not going to figure it out. Like they've never made the right move. They just lucked into Karl Anthony Towns. Like
they just muddle around until his contract expires, and then he walks when he's 27.
Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do.
He goes to a good team in his prime, and they get nothing for it.
They're going to hope to do good in the draft.
Just like KG.
And then they're going to go back into the wilderness for another 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just draft a good big every 20 years.
Is that
Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Back in the wilderness.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I caught that.
I appreciate it.
I support it.
Anytime my wordplay can be acknowledged, I'll take it. Sadly, like...
Me and Johnny refuse to acknowledge it.
As long as Glenn Taylor...
Johnny's out of here.
Yeah, he's had enough. But as long as Glenn Taylor is the owner, I don't see any reason to think he's going to suddenly change the way he runs his team. Like, that ownership rarely is flexible. Like, when you have a bad owner... That's like one of the worst things you can have in sports.
They're in a bad spot. They're in NBA hell, and they're in a bad location. Nobody wants to come to Minneapolis.
Nope. You're in the West, so it's harder.
You ever heard someone say they want to go on vacation in Minneapolis?
Yeah.
I mean, we've done it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's better than Cleveland?
Mall of America. Yeah, of course. It's better than
Yeah,
Cleveland.
come on.
I mean, Cleveland's got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, though.
Yeah, he does make a point.
Cleveland's also
I mean, Cleveland, not that bad.
really.
Cleveland, not that bad.
I've actually heard.
I've been there this year. Not that bad.
You're sticking up for Cleveland?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh.
You know
I've heard
what?
Cleveland
Good on
rocks.
Also true.
That
He
that
said,
was
I've
the
heard
Drew
that
Carey.
Cleveland rocks.
That was the Drew Carey show.
That's facts only.
But that doesn't make it any
Do
less
you really
true,
think
Johnny.
the Price is Right host would lie to us?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, thank you.
Bob Barker never did. I hope you had your pet spayed and neutered.
Bob Barker was probably a goddamn liar.
Whoa.
Wow, you watch your tone,
Whoa.
sir.
What is that about?
Wow, I do not want to start Bob Barker beef.
Yeah.
He swung on Happy Gilmore.
Happy had it coming.
The price was wrong.
Price is wrong, Happy.
That's not what he says. You're watching the TNT version too often.
That's where I watch it.
I know.
Where else do you watch Happy Gilmore?
On VHS.
On my VHS tape. Yeah, that's the other option. Right. Of course.
It's not on DVD yet.
Can the Timberwolves make the playoffs?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Nah, not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance.
They're fucked, man. Their future looks fucked. They're fucked. Yeah.
It's
Get
bad.
fucked.
Because it's bad. I would rather have the Thunder's future over theirs for sure.
Well, the
still.
Thunder have more pieces.
Exactly. Like because as we kind of osmose our way, because these are the two
Osmosis Jones?
These are the two
Osmosis
non-contending
Jones.
teams in this division. The Thunder and the T-Wolves are very clearly not on the short list.
Why do you say that about the Thunder?
The Thunder are not a contender.
They have Chris Paul,
Okay.
Steven Adams,
Okay.
Danilo Gallinari. You're telling me that's not a big three?
Oh, that's the biggest three I've ever heard.
Exactly. This guy gets it.
All right, so where does that first of all, you think that all three of those players will stay on OKC the whole season?
At least till December 15th.
Okay. Where does that even if two of those guys are crazy injury prone as well, but even if
What do you mean? Danilo's coming off a very healthy year.
Yeah, the first in his career in like the last 8 seasons, and now he's going to a new team.
He'll be fine.
What's their ceiling? Because I don't think none of us are of the mindset that Chris Paul is an upgrade over Russell Westbrook, right? Does anyone think that? Okay, they got worse there, and they lost Paul George.
Yeah,
So
those are pretty big things.
This is a 49-33. This is a 49-win team last year that got bounced in the first round.
I mean,
That's a rough offseason.
they can win 35 games.
Okay. I mean, you
Max,
might be able
that's
to.
ceiling. That's ceiling for me.
Yeah?
35. Yeah.
I think you guys are a little pessimistic, actually. Then
Really?
I thought you were higher on the Thunder than I am, but I think I'm actually. I could see him winning like 40 games.
I was going to say 39.
Yeah, I could see the Thunder getting up to around the 40-win area.
Things have to go well. They have to play really well together and mesh.
It's a big season for Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan, yeah.
It is, right?
Billy D.
Yeah, that's a big season for him in terms of like.
I think he's proved.
Can you coach?
No, I kind of think he's proved.
He's proved.
Hold on.
He's pooped.
He's
I kind of think he's pooped.
he's tired.
He's tired. He's pooped.
But like it could be kind of like a Doc Rivers season last year, where a guy gets to try to do it with a little bit less.
I just think that Billy Donovan's proved he can coach a little bit, and I feel like he's their guy. So I feel like they're going to give him another situation where he can show that he can coach or not. I don't feel like this is a hard situation to walk into and be like, this is my team. We're going to do, like, you have Chris Paul. Chris Paul's pretty, like, I'm my own guy. Danilo's, like, awesome ball player, but, like, Danilo's not changing who he is. And, like, Steven Adams has been there. Like, I feel like you have to give him a chance with some young guys. And OKC really don't have that. But they've set themselves up in a position to acquire a ton of young guys, and that's where I think you would give Billy Donovan a chance.
Yes.
You know one guy in particular that they do have who I'm excited to work with Billy Donovan?
Turd Ferguson.
What's that?
Shea.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Turd Ferguson.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, I think, is going to actually be a really useful piece for them, and I'm excited to see the way that Donovan deploys him. Like, I think that he could have a really nice season there. He was quietly under the radar. Like, last year's rookie class was really good, so I'm not going to necessarily... It's not under the radar. He wasn't one of the best rookies, but he had a very, very encouraging rookie season.
He did. He had an awesome rookie season. I mean, he played on a playoff team.
And, was a plus.
Yeah,
was
absolutely.
A net positive on a playoff team.
He was the best...
rookie.
I don't care what anyone says. He's the best point guard on that team.
Yep. So to get him in that deal, I thought was kind of a sneaky he could be a star.
Yeah.
There's star potential with him. So if they can get him to the next level... I think that changes OKC's ceiling a little bit. I don't know how I don't know what Chris Paul's there for, if I'm being honest.
Starting point guard, baby.
He is.
They
he has to be.
They have too many point guards.
Yeah,
They
but
still got Dennis Schroeder.
Yep.
They didn't trade Schroeder yet?
No. There's way too many point guards there, so I'm confused. There's going to be a lot of 2-point guard setups, which I like.
Or 3-point guard setups.
I mean, that's bold.
Chris Paul can guard threes.
No, Chris Paul? I was going to say Shea.
No.
Shea would be the one guarding threes.
Chris Paul. You ever seen him stick Boogie?
I mean, they tussle a lot.
Man,
They've had a few throughout the year. Yeah, all right.
Never forget.
Sad.
Sorry. I don't know why I had to bring it up.
Yep. You hate to see it.
I'm sorry.
You really do.
I really killed the vibe in here.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do such a thing.
Come on,
I miss Boogie, though, already.
I get it. I mean, we all miss Boogie.
I want my Boogie back, Boogie back, Boogie back.
Ribs.
Boo.
What about Mike Muscala? What do you guys think about...
I don't.
I don't have too much.
plays
I
in the
do not
NBA.
think about
That's
it.
a fact.
I think Nerlens Noel is a really nice backup center.
He is. Mike Muscala can shoot.
Yep.
What about
That's about
Abdel Nader? What does he do for you?
That's Ralph Nader's kid.
Nothing. He does nothing for me. Hamidou Diallo, I had moments last year.
He's interesting,
Yep.
but I mean,
Yep.
he's athletic, and I mean, there's a lot of guys.
Yep.
How do we feel about Lugu and Stort?
Oh, Luke against Dort?
Yeah.
You know what?
Watch
I think
your
there's
mouth.
potential there.
Big fan.
Lou against Storks.
I watched him in the NCAA tournament, and I was impressed. His athleticism, impressive.
The only problem is, though, he's another guard.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just there's so many. If you're a wing or a big on the Thunder, there is a clear path to minutes for you. If
think
you're a
the
guard,
Thunder-
I don't know how you do it.
I think the Thunder going into the season are like, we're just not going to have a team. We're just going to lose. How many guards do we have? I don't know.
Play them all. Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
It's like a 2K team that you put together just to tank an entire team.
And not only that, but
There's too much talent to just tank, though.
there is, but they also have such draft capital for the next 6 years that
But it's all Lakers picks.
it's
So
yeah,
LeBron leaves in 2 years.
yeah. I was gonna say it doesn't those picks have value still.
Yeah, still.
You can trade, you can turn and trade those picks. There's things you can if you want to kind of still go for it as the Thunder, I think there's a clear path to that as well. I think that there's a scenario where you could do that. Blowing it up is for sure in play, but I think loading up for another run at it isn't. We can't roll that out. They've never rebuilt. We have no reason to think that Oklahoma City wants to do a true teardown.
They should.
They have to, though. This
They're
is.
big.
I don't think any of the players on their team right now are going to be
They've
there in
lost
2 years.
all of their guys that they made it to the finals with now.
Yeah,
Besides, I think Steven Adams is there, but
the core is gone.
yeah, you gotta blow it up.
You would think. But like I said, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm just saying, keep an eye out. It would not shock me if they tried to turn and, use Chris Paul and attach a bunch of firsts to him to try to go get what they think is a difference-making, needle-moving piece. That's a scenario that I could see playing out for Oklahoma City this year.
I do not see that playing out.
Does anyone? I guess it would be the first. It would all be the first round picks because
Yeah.
no one cares about Chris Paul anymore.
No, Chris Paul is just dollars. That's
And a
I
lot
need
of
dollars.
them.
Yep.
Dollars.
that's why Chris Paul. That's all you're.
Chris Paul, Andrew Wiggins, straight up make it happen.
What does that do?
Gross.
Moves my needle.
Oh man,
I don't want to talk about your needle at the table.
that is swapping swapping deck chairs on the Titanic right there. They're not doing a lot.
You got the saying wrong.
No, it still works.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I'm the king of that saying.
The saying is throwing a deck chair off the Titanic, but swapping deck chairs on the Titanic.
Yeah, rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic.
Would still prove very.
I've heard it rearranging deck chairs. On the
Titanic. I like that one.
I have not heard it that way.
I have not heard it that way.
I've heard
but
it
that makes
throwing a
sense.
deck chair off the Titanic.
shuffling deck chairs on the Titanic. Yeah, no, I've heard.
So
I've heard that because it's the same thing. It's a futile activity.
Yes.
It's a definition of insanity.
I do enjoy
situation.
that saying.
Yeah. So at the risk of just rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic, do we have anything else to talk about with the first two teams we've discussed here?
No, who's next?
Let's take a break.
All right,
we'll actually come back on the other side of this break and discuss the big three of the Northwest Division.
Not the actual big three?
Maybe a little bit of the actual big three.
Larry Sanders.
We've touched on it already, but we can circle back.
Don't just say players' names that are in the big three. That's my thing.
And he got eliminated, though.
So on the other side of the break, we'll discuss the big three and also the Jazz, Blazers, and Nuggets.
Nice.
Looking forward to it. You're listening to Jabroni Sports. And welcome back to Jabroni Sports, where we are in the final three teams.
Final inning
of our NBA offseason previews.
Double overtime.
This is it.
Wow.
This is what it all came down to.
Hey, real quick.
I have chills.
Yeah.
We should talk. We should talk real quick. I want to kill a little time. We should talk about that Hawaii game. What a fucking game.
The Hawaii-Arizona college football game this past Saturday night.
At about 12:10 at night, I was scouring the internet trying to find a feed. I was told they were going to be on Facebook.
Well, it was on CBS Sports.
Was it?
Yeah. Say it was on YouTube TV.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Because I obviously had the over and Hawaii.
Money line?
No, I plus 10.5. It was like plus 11. I got plus 11.5. They won outright. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But it was like the end of the third. It was already 35-35. The over-under was 72. I'm like, this is money.
Yeah, you won.
Heck yeah.
You got to get there.
3 for 4 opening day in week 0. Not bad. Not bad.
That is a great opening week.
Hitting that under in that Florida-Miami game.
Also nice.
45.
Yeah.
It was 24-20 for the entire fourth quarter.
Pretty good.
Tough.
That is a sweat.
That's a nail biter.
Yeah, that is. But how about the last play of the Hawaii-Arizona game?
Was that when Manley stopped him at the 1 yard line?
At the 1 yard line.
Oh, Manley.
After Khalil Tate scrambled, took off, looked like a terrible decision, and then all of a sudden, the gates opened for just a second, and it looked like just maybe, he'd punch it in and send that thing into overtime. And then blindside clobbered down at the 1.
And Manley said no.
Yeah, said absolutely not. I said it was probably the best college football game that'll happen this season.
It's up there. It's one of the best ones I've ever witnessed.
Hawaii had 6 turnovers and won.
I mean, you don't go onto the island
change their quarterback.
Just win.
No.
You do not.
Their starting quarterback threw 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions and got yanked.
They benched him. It was an incredible game. The theater was like, it looked like Hawaii was going to have a 21-point lead at one point, and then they turned it over, and Arizona took it back to like the 50, and then punched in a touchdown. Like it just.
And then the end of the game the play where the quarterback, you're like, he's got no shot. Yeah. Oh shit, he might run it in.
Watch your language.
And then he got destroyed at the 1.
Manley said no. And that was just, like I said, it was great, but at the same time, I was almost disappointed because I was like, that's it. That's the best game I'm going to see this year. I can't top that.
I can't believe I missed it.
So you did yourself a favor because I've been ruined for all other college football now. If it's not Hawaii at 1 in the morning, I'm not interested.
Nope.
Don't care.
Don't care.
I live for Hawaii at home.
Oh, it's the best.
Dude, Hawaii at home is the best.
You gotta get that bet in.
10 p.m. kickoff.
You go to bed and you wake up and
you stay up and watch that sumbitch.
No, we watch it. Yeah. We don't. There's no going to bed here. We're
6
real
a.m.
fans.
work time made it tough. But,
yeah, that is a rough one.
Yeah, you got to bite the bullet once in a while, that bullet is for
it was week
Hawaii.
0, all right. I got to give myself some time.
There's bigger weeks to come. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, that was a ton of fun, and I really enjoyed it. But we're not much on college football around these parts.
No, let's get back to business.
We're more of a basketball podcast, you could say.
Basket hoops. We cover the bases, though.
Basketball is my favorite sport.
I like the way they dribble up and down the court.
What?
That's all right. That's all we got? Okay.
Yeah, we can't pay for the full rights.
All right, sure. Fair enough. So this brings us to the final three teams of the Northwest Division, and we'll discuss them as a group as well. The Denver Nuggets, the Portland Trailblazers, and the Utah Jazz.
Wait, are we discussing them as a group or us as a group are going to discuss them?
We're us
Both.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Okay.
Us as a group are going to discuss these teams as a group.
All right,
Believe
so
that.
we're not dividing them up?
No. All of these teams won 50 or more games last season. Mm-hmm. All of these teams are pretty strong bets to be very good teams again. And I don't think anyone thinks any of these teams are NBA title contenders.
Oh, I disagree.
Who?
Do you
Which
now?
one?
I think I picked Dame to be my MVP, so I think he's got a shot at making it to the finals.
Blazers are getting to the finals?
Hey, weirder things have happened. They're one of my teams in contention.
I don't think weirder things have happened.
Yes, for sure. Weirder things have happened.
Bigger long shots than the Blazers winning the finals?
I would.
Yes,
what?
Leicester City winning the Premier
Yes,
League.
that is a long shot.
How big of a long shot were the Raptors last year?
Not as big as the Trailblazers.
Yeah, just because of the conference, I think they would have been less of a long shot.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. But I think it's possible. I think Dame's going to ball out of his mind.
Oh, anything's possible.
What about the
Anything is possible.
what about the 8 seed Knicks going to the finals, the lockout season?
Oh yeah, the lockout seasons don't count.
I know, but still, it was an 8 seed. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Pretty wild stuff. Okay, so for you, out of that group, Gonzo, then it sounds like Portland is the team you like best.
Portland's number 1, Denver's number 2, Utah's number 3.
Okay.
Those are my rankings, and I'm sticking to them.
So the addition of Mike Conley doesn't do enough for you.
I have your standings completely flipped.
Is that you have
Yeah.
Utah as the best of that group?
Yeah, I think so.
I just don't think I don't know. The rest of the team I don't know. They don't do it for me. And they lost favors.
The deep boy.
The rest of the Blazers do it for you?
No, but the 1 and 2 do it for me. I like their 1 I love Don Mitchell, but I don't know if I like Mike Conley as much as I like.
Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, and Rudy Gobert is a pretty solid 1, 2, 3.
And Bojan Bogdanovic is a really nice piece that they added this offseason.
Don't
as well.
forget about Joe Ingles.
Yeah, I mean
That's a strong 5 right there.
I like my Blazers.
I think the Jazz will at least be able to score this year, which was a big problem for them last season.
Yeah.
In the playoffs in particular, it was a team that if their offense wasn't clicking perfectly, it was tough. It turned into a lot of Donovan Mitchell ISOs, a lot of him trying to shoot jump shots over double teams, throwing it into Rudy Gobert in the post for an awkward hook shot.
Who would then foul out and take off his jersey and go to the locker room.
Just, fun stuff like that. They also, Royce O'Neal played well for them last season.
Torrey Craig.
They added Jeff Green, which I was not aware of. That's interesting.
That's more points.
Yeah, that's another scoring option.
He's a bucket.
Jeff Green?
No, he's a man.
He's a bucket.
Nah, he's a bucket.
He's a walking
he's actually
bucket.
Mr. Bucket.
Oh, is he Mr. Bucket?
Mr. Bucket. What did you guys think about the trade that sent Hassan Whiteside to Portland?
Thought it was very interesting because they're setting themselves up for a little Twin Towers action out there when
Whiteside and Nurkic.
Once Greg Oden comes back and is in full health.
No,
Oh, man.
That's what we're talking about.
he's playing in the Big Three and he's still not fully healthy. I've been watching him.
At least he's trying.
He is trying.
He is. He finally looks his age.
What
He
about
looks like
Zach?
63 now or what?
Yeah, Zach Collins is a stud too.
Yep, I was going to say, Zach Collins, I think, was one of the most encouraging parts of last season for them.
They got a lot of bigs.
They do have a lot of bigs. They don't have a whole lot of depth in their backcourt. Rodney Hood was good for them last season. I don't know if you can rely on that again.
No.
They traded for Kent Bazemore,
Nice.
who I think you're hoping has like a bounce back season as like a reserve wing. Their backup point situation's abysmal. There's not a ton behind CJ McCollum. It's like the positions where they have their stars. They're like, "We're good. We don't need any." We don't need
nothing. They got Seth Curry, don't they?
Nope. Seth Curry is gone. Seth Curry signed with Dallas this offseason. So,
I knew that.
chipping away at some of that depth.
Come on, man. Seth Curry's not very good.
Yeah, he's good at being backup point guard.
Yeah, he's a rotational player, I would say.
He's better than Austin Rivers.
He's better than Mario Hezonja, who they brought in as well.
Oh, they got Super Mario.
Yeah,
that guy's a dick.
He's a huge fan of himself. Mario Hezonja, that's still one of my favorite things, is when Mario Hezonja was playing for FC Barcelona, and they asked him if he ever went to watch the soccer team to see Lionel Messi. And he said, Messi can come see me. It's aged as well as you would expect such a statement to age. Like, I don't think anyone's coming to see you, Mario Hezonja. I'm pretty sure. I don't think anyone goes to an NBA game like, dude, I gotta see Mario Hezonja.
I gotta see what Super Mario's got.
Yeah. And then I think I have kind of a different answer than either of the two of you who have gone so far. I think that Denver is going to be the best team in the division again.
I agree with you.
Yep. I would say I think that Denver, because most of Denver's growth is going to come organically from within their team.
Yeah.
They were so young last season.
So it's a growth from within?
Yeah. But like they shouldn't have been as good as they were last season. It was early. Like, Jamal Murray is still super young. Gary Harris is a young, talented player. I like Will Barton a lot. Obviously, Nikola Jokic.
Will Barton is what he is, though.
Yeah, but he's a serviceable player.
Absolutely.
Nikola Jokic was amazing. They brought Paul Millsap back, so they bring back another vet who's very helpful for that team. They did another redshirt draft pick with signing Bull.
Yeah, they get Michael
Porter Jr. might play this year. I
Wait,
don't know.
didn't he hurt himself again?
He got hurt before Summer League.
Yeah.
So they held him out of Summer League, but Monty Morris flashed at times last year. Malik Beasley was promising. There's a lot to like on Denver, and I think that their development of their young guys is going to help them more than any of the other shuffling around pieces that these other teams have done. I don't think Bojan Bogdanovic is going to make up the difference. I don't think Hassan Whiteside is enough to make that gap up, because
I do.
Jamal Murray can still take a huge jump from where he is.
Yeah.
Let's
Gary
talk about
Harris.
his contract real quick.
What's that?
Do you think he's worth that much money?
I mean,
No, but you're not going to get anyone else with that kind of upside in there.
exactly. When you talk NBA contracts, worth the money is always relative to the situation. Is it worth the money in a vacuum? I don't know. But is it worth it for Denver to not lose him for nothing? Yeah. Absolutely. I don't think that contract is going to be an albatross.
What exactly was it?
Albatross.
5 years, $170 million.
That's that Chris Middleton money.
Yep. It's that middle.
Who would you rather have?
Oh, Jamal Murray.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, is that even a question?
Jake, pause for a second.
When you factor age into the equation, Middleton's best years could very theoretically already be behind him.
Well, watching the World Cup, they are.
And Jamal Murray's 22 years old, so
Believe that.
he's been in the league 4 years, and he's still incredibly young.
What?
What's the believe that for?
Believe he's 22 years
He's
old.
only 22.
I
So
have no
that's-
reason to
Yeah.
think that he was lying. I do believe that.
Yes, I do.
Just
believe
want to
that.
make sure you know.
I also think Mike Malone is a really good coach. I think that he was really good.
He's
for
Post
them.
Malone's dad.
Could be. It might be. But he's another pop disciple. And I think Denver. To me, Denver is the one from that team, group of teams that could make the finals. I think.
I don't think they can make it finals, but I think they're the best out of those three. It's really close, though.
It's a really tough division.
It's really
those,
close.
Those three teams are very good.
I think they'll be within
Five
7
games? Yeah,
5?
I was gonna say, it feels like it's going to be very tight at the top.
So it's so hard to pick the team who's the best because a few ball bounces the other way, and one team's better than the other. It's just a few games. So
This
Just
is
like the Chargers in 2010.
to the 2010 Chargers. Yes, but this is it's definitely a division where tiebreakers could matter. I could see how you do against the other teams in your division is going to be very important. Not necessarily winning your division in the context of that doesn't matter, but if it means that you avoid playing the Clippers or if you can avoid the LA teams in the first round, that's going to be big. If you can get a home court series in the first round in the West, that makes a huge difference because
Huge.
there's so little to separate most of these teams.
yeah, and I think all these teams are going to have very good records, maybe even better than the teams like the Lakers and the Rockets.
They could.
In terms
They
of
could.
regular season,
In terms of regular season, in the playoffs, I don't think they're as good as those teams, but I think regular season they can be good teams.
I would agree because these aren't teams that especially Denver. You're not really worried about load management for those guys.
No,
they're
and they've
all
already
young.
they're been
For
together,
Jokic
so
a little
they'll
bit,
start
maybe.
off. They'll start off good. 'cause
Their
they've-
chemistry, it's the
Exactly.
same team, basically. I
Yeah.
mean, they made some additions on, their depth and, on the edges, but the core of their team is exactly the same team as last year.
Yeah, they don't need a period where they have to fill out each other.
Yep. And
What?
I normally think that
Feel out each other.
that playoff experience is like an overrated
Oh, yeah.
concept. But like I think for this team it matters a lot. I think going like last season was great to go through that tough 7-game series with the Spurs and then to have that battle with Portland. I think that like kind of let them know like this is what you need. Like this is the level you need to be at in a playoff series. Like
Oh yeah, that playoff experience is going to accelerate their growth. You need that. I think playoff experience is actually underrated. Playoff experience is very important for me. Then you're playing actual NBA games. Otherwise, you're just, you're playing, but if you lose, it's not that big of a deal. You're playing life and death games in the playoffs, and that's when you really gain experience, when a game is that important. It's a whole different season.
for sure, I'll agree. For me, like I guess there's sort of like levels to it. If you're a contending team or a team with designs of contending, playoff experience matters. Like the Detroit Pistons playoff experience from last season doesn't mean shit.
No,
Whoa.
Like it depends where you're at. Like just getting there doesn't mean anything to me. Like if you get in the playoffs to get knocked out in the first round in 5 games, that's whatever. That's super minimal in terms of what I think it does for you. But if you get into the playoffs and you have these like you win a series and you have to fight and you have to battle and you like actually overcome something while you're there, that can go a long way.
Yes.
Those are the teams where I think there's value. Like, was it a great experience for Oklahoma City to lose?
Yeah, but those
6,
teams have had the playoff experience, and they're older. They don't really need it as much.
So
as
you just
young
need
guys.
it once. Once you
No,
got it once.
you need it for
good.
young guys. No, you need it. Young guys need it, and that's what
For sure.
these teams are.
Yeah, young guys need it more. Like because we're at the point now where I don't think any Bucks fan is like, oh well, it was good that Giannis got that playoff experience. Like we're past that time now. Like when you're the best player in the league in theory, like there's no more excuses.
It's not in theory. He was the MVP.
That's why I said in theory. Like if you believe that the MVP goes to the league's best player, then Giannis
I
is the
don't.
best
LeBron
player.
would have 15 awards.
Why wouldn't it?
Well, do you want me to go through
Politics.
the history of the MVP?
Please break it
Steve
down
Nash
for me.
won it back-to-back years.
He was the best player in the NBA.
That's not true. Yeah, I'm sorry to have to.
I don't
You
think
don't-
Steve
you don't
Nash would
trust-
even agree with you.
You don't trust the
Sports Writers of
you
America.
You don't trust them?
No.
I mean, I don't want to say that I don't trust them.
I am.
I think that sometimes their votes may be influenced by narrative.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Interesting. Okay.
The MVP race has a narrative every season.
Yeah.
It starts off with like a few guys, and then as the season plays out, there's like these like moments, and there's these like shifts in like the public perception. And for the Bucks this year, it was the narrative of Giannis elevating them to a 60-win team and taking the jump, and that's why all of this happened. And was that true? Partially, maybe. I don't know. Did they also get a real coach who instituted a real NBA scheme and everyone played much better? Like, yeah, that also is true.
Did they have Pat Connaughton?
They did have Pat Connaughton.
They did.
Yes,
Yeah.
Facts.
I can't
Facts.
argue that. That is a fact. And for Harden, it screwed him because his narrative faded as the season went on. Harden did a lot of his best work when Chris Paul was hurt in December and January, and by the time the end of the regular season rolled around, it matters when you have your best games.
I think it also mattered that Harden won it last year.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
if it's like tied, then it's like Harden already won it. Let's give it to Giannis.
If there's multiple deserving people of an MVP award, the person who hasn't won it has an edge.
Yep.
Right from the jump.
Yep.
It's a more interesting
Or
story.
if they have another star on their team.
Yep. Like that can count against you.
Yep.
Like because the NBA, it's almost like the MVP award is like a he got next award. Like this is like the star. Like it's not necessarily the best player, but it's the best like emerging player. Like I don't know. It's because like you said,
Okay.
LeBron would have won it 6 years in a row, 7 years in a row.
I said
Like, at least
15.
15 years in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Like because on the front end, there's a couple years where he for sure wouldn't have, and then I don't know if I'd have given it to LeBron the last few seasons either. Like
Not last year, but all the years prior.
yeah, kind of.
yeah, it might maybe.
I mean, how come Shaq only won one? How
Yep.
come Kobe only won one?
Yeah,
Kobe only won one. Steve Nash won
Well,
two.
Kobe was never the best player in the league.
That's true.
and isn't that weird though? Like.
Yeah.
There's really no point in NBA history where Kobe is the best player in the league.
Yeah.
Like, there's maybe a case to be made for like one season.
Yeah, maybe. This season he caught the case?
Yeah.
Where he had to play for his freedom?
Yeah, but like but it's true though. Outside of that, like Kobe was always like top 5 to 10 in
Yeah.
the league. but he was never
Top 3.
He was like the guy in terms of marketing because he was a star on the Lakers.
Yeah.
But if you like just objectively look at it, he was never the best player in the league.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just I don't know. It's strange because like there's people that think Kobe is the greatest of all time. Like there's those types of Lakers fans.
Oh yeah.
And he was never the best player in the league at any point.
I mean, he wasn't the best player on his team when Shaq was on the team.
Yeah, exactly. For the beginning stretch of winning titles.
He wasn't the best player on his team when Derek Fisher was there.
Wasn't the best player on his team when Paul Gasol was there too.
Wow,
Big shot
okay,
Bob.
all right, you guys. Can you guys hold on? I'd like to say that the views expressed here do not necessarily reflect the views of all
How many
the
rings
hosts
does
of
Kobe have?
Sports.
5?
Yeah,
All right.
3 with Shaq, right?
correct.
How many with
2
Derek
with Powell.
Two, I believe, with
Yeah,
Derek
mhm.
Fisher.
No, because they brought him back. Remember, he was in Utah,
Yeah.
and he came up with the bum story, and then all of a sudden he was back in L.A.?
Yeah, but I didn't think they won in that year in between.
No, but I think they won when he came back.
Yeah, so they got 2 with Derek Fisher, right?
But they had the first 2 with Derek Fisher as well, I think.
Oh, yeah, you might be right. Derek Fisher might have 4.
He's a
He might have
5-time
4.
NBA champion.
Derek Fisher
Five.
He's a 5-time.
Five.
Did he win them
time.
all with the Lakers?
I'm looking it up. All right.
5-time.
I think we're forgetting about Matt Barnes. He was
Matt
probably
Barnes
the
was
best.
solid.
He was probably the best player on that team.
Whoa. I love Matt Barnes, but hold on. What about Andrew Bynum?
What was Matt Barnes' peak? When he was like the 4th best player on the We Believe Warriors?
Probably.
Was that the best version of Matt Barnes?
I don't know. He was really important to those Laker teams.
He was. But
But
like,
I'm not going to shit on Matt Barnes. He was a
I'm
pretty
not-
when he-
decent
when
player.
he-
I'm not shitting on him at all right now.
When
by
he,
saying that.
no, when he had Kobe shook with the inbounds pass, or
Yeah,
the fake
where
one,
he did the fake one, and Kobe just like stared at it like
Kobe was scared.
Kobe didn't
fro-
even react.
Kobe froze. That's what happened.
He's too scared to flinch.
Yeah,
Wow, that is a hot take.
hot take right here. Hot
Yeah.
take machine.
Is Matt Barnes in the big 3?
Nah,
Should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
he's coaching.
Is he coaching?
His kids' team.
And he's busy smoking
Like Pee Wee.
blunts and fighting Derek Fisher,
Yeah,
beating the shit out of Derek Fisher.
can't blame him.
Yeah.
Eric Fisher's a piece of shit.
What was it? Derek Fisher? It was like his wife it was Matt Barnes' wife that he was separated from at the
Yeah.
time, and Derek Fisher was.
And he drove 90 miles to whoop his ass.
Yep.
It's the most Matt Barnes thing ever.
Do not pull Matt Barnes' card. Okay, you don't want it.
No,
He is.
Matt
about
Barnes
that
is
life.
about that life, man.
Steven Jackson as well is on the He's About That Life list.
Yeah,
Steven Jackson is pretty
Stack
high
five.
up on the like don't do that, don't go there like with him.
Zebo.
Zebo's way up there. Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas.
Nah.
He'll probably shoot you.
Yeah.
No, Gilbert Arenas didn't have the gun. It was Javaris Crittenden.
I would put Steven Adams above Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah.
You don't want it with Steven Adams at
Oh,
all.
no, you
Steven
know
Adams.
that.
Steven Adams would cook you over an open fire.
Yeah, it's like you don't.
I've never seen Steven Adams get mad though. Besides that,
he
at his
never
own team.
reacts. He doesn't react to pain. Like Steven Adams
feels
will
no
get
pain.
He'll get his
I feel no pain.
He'll get his face smashed, and he like blinks once. You're like, oh my god, is he okay? He blinked. Like he must be in excruciating pain. Like Steven Adams needs to get off of this Thunder team. We barely even talked about him because of how
He's buried.
he's lost there. I love Steven Adams.
I do too.
Steven Adams, he sets the hardest screens.
The hardest.
Like
Since
Of all time.
Since no.
Yeah, since Omira
Since
Sheik.
Amir Sheik.
who sets the hardest screens. But Steven Adams currently sets the hardest screens. They're great. Like this is kind of a meatball sports thing. I fucking love when somebody gets blown up on a back screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
When it's like at half court and the guard just doesn't see it coming at all and gets just exploded.
Oh yeah,
I
he did
love
that
it.
to somebody in the
Yep.
playoffs,
I
and
love
I remember
it.
they
That's-
both got into his face. He's like, "You big man should have called out the screen."
Yep.
Like not even phases. They're both yelling at him.
He said though, he's like, should have called it out, like whatever. Like that's
Yeah, and he
Facts.
should have.
Yep, that's
Not wrong.
that's a bad look on your big man. Your big man's got to help you out there.
It was Miles Plumlee.
Plumlee, it's because he's, you know why? Because he's selfish. 'Cause he's a selfish player.
I would disagree. Have you seen him on the Olympic team? He doesn't even try to shoot.
That's Mason Plumlee.
Oh,
you
sorry.
guys keep getting the Plumlee switch. All right,
What about Marshall? Let's talk more about Marshall Plumlee.
Marshall's a G leaguer. No, we're not going to talk any more about him.
All right, what about
I mean,
Steve
that was more than I
Plumlee?
expected.
Yeah, isn't there one at Duke right now?
No, there's not. There's no more Plumlees. We're done.
Is there a
Josh
Hansbrough?
Plumlee.
We're out of here. No, we're done with the white basketball families. I don't
What's
need
the, what's the other family?
the Hansboroughs, the Plumlees,
What's the other one?
Leonard's.
Leonard's.
Leonards.
Is there
Miles and Myers.
No, who's Miles Leonard?
Miles Leonard.
I think that was a jazz musician in the 40s.
No,
No,
Miles
there's
Leonard.
there's another family of big white guys.
The Zellers.
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 Yeah.
Zellers.
Cody and Kyle, right?
Cody and Tyler.
Yeah, I was close.
Cody and Kyle.
Sounds right.
Doesn't it?
And they both start with a K.
Yeah.
Cody and Kyle. Or they both start with C's. Either way. It's
Cody and Kyle.
Cody and Kyle.
Kyle with a C.
Who's your favorite goofy white big man?
Who are you looking at?
I don't know.
Does Marcus Sol count? He's my favorite. Mark is best.
He's too good, though.
You know.
Why are you saying Steven Adams isn't good?
He's too good.
Steven Adams is too good, for sure. Yeah.
Robin Lopez.
Robin Lopez?
Yeah. I like Rob Lopez is pretty good, though.
Robin Lopez is pretty good, yeah. I'm trying to think more like Mark Madsen. Like that
Oh,
level.
jeez.
Like,
Sean Bradley.
I mean, Sean Bradley was,
Well, I would say Brad Miller, but he was an all-star.
He was
Brad
an
Miller
all-star.
was great.
Yeah.
Brad Miller was fantastic.
Too bad he couldn't teach Joe how to shoot threes.
No, I don't
He tried.
think- Yeah, he might have tried. I don't know.
Mine
What do you guys think?
would be Amir Sheik.
Speaking of Joe, what do you guys think about Joe's defensive tactics in open gyms?
Do we talk about this last week or no?
No.
Oh, Johnny, did you see this video?
It happened
No.
during this week.
It's a great video.
Where Devin Booker's playing in the open gym, and he gets hard doubled off the ball.
By Tony Snell.
Tony Snell comes over,
Snell,
and he says, like, we're not doing that. Like,
Joe team said, yeah.
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. And then Devin's like, no. He's like, this is summer, man. This is open gym. Like, people are out here working on their game. Joe goes, it's part of the game.
Come on, man. I get that all season.
I get double all season, yeah.
Part of the game.
Yep.
That's what we on? Yup.
Yep. That's what Joe. Yup.
I gotta watch that.
It's great.
It's great. It's vintage Joe.
Yeah, exactly. It reminded me of like Joe when he was like first team all defense. Like,
Why didn't the Lakers sign Joe?
I guess they signed Dwight. It's official. He's number 39, I think.
Who
What a
cares?
number.
39, baby.
He couldn't even get his old number back?
Has anybody in the history of the NBA ever worn 39
It's
before?
it's such a scrub number. You know he's gonna suck.
I think Anthony
You
Tolliver.
can't be good if you're wearing 39.
Hey, what number?
No way.
What number was
number?
Anthony Tolliver?
I don't know.
Who the
cares?
fuck knows that?
81? Who gives a
Hey,
shit?
Taj Gibson was 67.
Yeah. But I
That's
know,
way more obscure than
Anthony
39.
Tolliver doesn't matter. Like, who cares?
Whoa, he learned how to schwack late in his career. It was impressive.
Never been like, dude, let me get that Anthony Tolliver jersey.
If
Like,
you asked 100 people what Anthony Tolliver's jersey number was, 0% would know.
How
If
0% would know who he is.
There have been two people, now three, in the entire NBA's history that have worn number 39.
Give him to me.
Jeremy Grant and Greg Ostertag.
Oh, Greg
Ostertag?
Greg Ostertag?
I thought he was a 00.
Oh, hold on. So it's Jeremy Grant, Ostertag, and Dwight?
Yep.
It's not a bad list, actually.
They didn't retire Ostertag's jersey across the league?
No. No.
When we're talking goofy white bigs, Greg Ostertag is right in there. That is right in there.
What about Bill Weddington?
Bill Weddington is a fantastic example.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what I'm looking for, guys.
Amir Sheik doesn't count, right?
No, he absolutely does.
All right.
Yeah.
Thought he was
Amir-
too good.
No, what?
Come on, Turkish Delight, baby.
Amir Sheik was too good.
Yeah.
Amir Sheik couldn't catch the basketball.
He got paid.
He really did. He made $15 million that one season. That's incredible. And he always reminded me of like a flustered Big Bird. I don't know, like just his hairstyle and like the way he looked.
He always turned red.
Oh, he was red. He was so red, pink.
He was really good at getting in the way and jumping straight up in the air.
Yes.
And contesting shots.
He did
and
know how to
setting
not
screens.
foul, though.
Well, but if he played now, it would be better because he could do the verticality rule helped him.
Yeah.
By the time it came around, he was already basically done.
Yeah.
Because like he was one of the least athletic NBA players to begin with. So as soon as his athleticism went at all, it was over. He couldn't match up with anybody. Like, but he had a moment in the sun.
Yeah, he did. He
Amir
sure
Sheik,
did.
white goofy big. I appreciate him.
Nikola Pekovic.
What's another obscure?
Chris
jersey
Kaman.
number? What was Anthony Tolliver's jersey number? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please, can we
Hey,
get to the bottom
Chris
of this?
Kaman doesn't count, Goofy.
Oh yeah, no, for
Or is he-
sure.
is he too
Especially, no. The second half of his career, Chris Kaman counts for sure.
When he slept on the Lakers
when
bench.
he turned into a caveman and just started like laying on the bench, passing out and shit. Like,
I've never been to the
Anthony
Cayman
Tolliver
Islands.
were number 43.
I was close.
okay, what are other number? What are
4
other?
digits off.
Who are some great number 43s throughout
Let
history?
me get that for you.
Who's Jackie Robinson +1?
What?
Troy Polamalu.
Make sure we don't restart there for a second.
Oh,
We got
Jesus.
having some technical difficulties, folks.
say
Wait an
his
hour.
last name and-
Yeah, just bear with us there. Had to make sure we didn't crash and lose this illustrious podcast.
All We got a big list here.
At number
okay.
43.
We got Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
Ooh, the Bucks have a 43.
Brian Cook.
Ooh.
Brad Daugherty.
Oh, Brad Daugherty, yeah.
Purvis Ellison.
Purvis Ellison?
That's way
Gerald
back.
Henderson.
Oh, man.
The Chris Humphreys.
Oh, baby. This is a list.
Perk.
Oh, Kendrick Perkins.
Kendrick Perkins? I didn't know you were on a nickname basis.
I didn't know you were so familiar with him.
My
Perk.
main man Luther Rackley.
I'd say Luther had.
Yeah, I would have thought for sure Luther had.
I would have
Jack
thought
Sikma.
Luther Vandross.
And Jack Sikma, former Buck.
And Tolliver, yeah.
That's it?
Those are stars.
That's a pretty small list as well. I enjoyed that.
Nine, yeah.
Maybe our new gimmick is just going to be, we're going to go through all 99 jersey numbers. And
93.
Talk about them all.
I don't think there's a 93. It's just Gilbert Brown.
Yeah, there's no Gravedigger. Guys, you know what though?
Packers reference.
What?
We're done with,
Chicken butt.
with the NBA preview.
Ooh, you know what that means?
What's that
NFL preview next week, so we can make all these predictions, and
All right.
a bunch of guys will get hurt.
In your fantasy draft, definitely take Andrew Luck.
Oh no!
Hey, you know
Yeah.
who else you should take? A sleeper, Lamar Miller.
Or
Looking good.
big time sleeper, don't tell anyone, Saquon Barkley.
Ooh, that's a
You gotta. That's late
But,
round though.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
like fifth
yeah,
or sixth
like-
at least.
How is that a sleeper? Everybody knows it's going to be good.
I love
he's
that Johnny
still-
doesn't play fantasy
If he's
sports.
still
So
there,
he's super confused
like, if
right
he's
now.
still there in the 6th round, you should take him. Like, he'll be in most leagues until like the 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
But if you see him, like,
You
just
want
know.
him.
Johnny,
Just know
you,
should get
go,
him
you
in
always
the
go
6th.
defense first because,
Yeah.
as you say, defense wins championships.
And then you take
Then-
a quarterback.
No, then you
Quarterbacks
go
win
kicker.
Super
I
Bowls.
think you go kicker next,
Guaranteed points.
That's
guaranteed.
Guaranteed points.
And
That's
then
a good
and
point.
then you want to look for a good tight end
Yep.
because tight ends are solid targets.
you know, and don't go like Travis Kelce or anything like that. You gotta
where everyone
you
goes.
gotta dig deep. You
Yeah.
gotta dig real deep.
You want to find that diamond in the rough.
You want like an Austin Safarian Jenkins. That's what you're looking for. That is what you are looking for.
Oh man, that's good.
Him
Well,
and
what
Rick-
about a Jack Doyle type?
and a Ricky Seals Jones. You
Ooh.
want those hyphenated
Now you're
names.
speaking my language.
That speaks tight end talent.
Hyphenated names. That's important. That's good to know.
Yep.
That's good to know.
That's a big fantasy
Is
football
that why
thing.
you like Mo Alley Cox?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Colts tight end.
Oh, I've heard good things about him.
He's athletic. He played basketball. So he ties back in tangentially to what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Did you know
That played
Antonio
basketball,
Gates
EWM?
never
Oh,
played?
Demetrius Harris?
Yeah.
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 Did you know Antonio Gates never played college football?
Not a single snap.
He played college basketball.
Lion son of a bitch.
Do you?
You can look it up.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, Antonio Gates played college basketball. Did not play
nuts.
football.
That's
Uh,
nuts.
did Julius Peppers play college football?
He played
Yeah.
basketball.
But I'm pretty sure he played football as well at North Carolina.
Yeah, I
I think he was like a
so.
walk-on the basketball team. I don't think he was like a guy that like mattered.
He could dunk. I
he
saw
could,
a picture.
I mean, if you're a walk-on at North Carolina, you can still dunk. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just want to make sure people know.
North Carolina's not going to have a guy on their team that can't dunk.
No, they could
Luke
probably.
May.
Yeah,
I
if
don't think
there's-
Luke May could dunk.
He's like 6'10".
I still
Tyler
think he could
Hansbrough couldn't dunk.
Cole, would you like to see some videos that prove the contrary, my friend?
Absolutely.
Dude, Psycho T threw down some dunks, okay?
He had ferocity.
Yeah. Yeah, two-handed jam every time for safety, okay?
Yeah,
He was
gotta
no
be safe.
Hakeem Work.
No, he wasn't tomahawking on nobody, but it was
No.
two hands,
Hakeem
elevator
Warren.
up, solid slammer down.
He was no JP Tokudo.
Can I put
that's
a...
deep cut? What about a Tyler Hero type?
Yes.
do you-
Yes.
Back to
Drop-offs.
Hakeem Warwick, one of
Yeah.
the most ferocious dunkers of all time.
All time.
Hakeem Warwick.
Nothing else in his game.
Khalil Iverson.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Thanks.
I
Jeez.
deleted that name from my
Woof.
He
brain.
could dunk though,
I don't... So?
without
Josh
anyone guarding
Smith.
him. But
Hey, don't besmirch the good name of Josh Smith.
I'm just saying he was a ferocious dunker.
Oh, he was.
He also was he loved shooting threes.
He wasn't very good at it, but he
But
sure liked
yeah,
it.
he
I don't know
liked
if you
to do
guys
it.
knew this, but Josh Smith sucks. Josh Smith sucks. Josh Smith sucks.
Yeah.
What
What is
Josh
this,
Smith
Beetlejuice?
No, it's a playoff beat from 10 years ago. Josh Smith versus the city of Milwaukee.
I will not forget,
He'll-
nor will I forgive.
Why did your voice get so husky there? You're like,
He's a Husky boy.
I will not forget. Josh Smith,
It's real to me,
you
damn it.
dishonored my family, and now you have to die.
I was just cutting a promo.
Okay, you cutting this promo on Josh Smith?
Yeah.
Does anybody want throw out any more ferocious dunkers before we move on?
Jason Richardson?
Yeah, I mean, he was actually like a good player, too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking just ferocious dunkers.
Oh,
That
I heard
sucks.
Joe Alexander could dunk.
I mean, I never saw it, though. We were supposed to see
Dunk.
it.
What about Brockman?
Oh, the Brock Ness monster.
Brockman's monster.
He was the best at trick shots.
He was the trick shot man.
He was the trick shot
Excuse
king.
me.
Come on, get it right. If you needed a guy to shoot from the upper bowl and off a bounce at half court, make it through the hoop,
The original
John Brockman was dude
the
perfect.
original dude perfect.
John Brockman was actually dude perfect. Damn, they stole his gimmick and made way more money than he made it playing in the NBA. That's
Fucked up.
You hate to see
I
it.
do hate to see it.
You really do.
Fucking dude perfect. We need to find something to make YouTube videos of.
Something's like that's. I mean, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, what do you
This
mean?
is a
These go on
video.
YouTube.
Yeah, you can find us on YouTube.
Yeah.
At
Or Twitter.
Jabroni Sports.
Or the
Jabroni
Gram.
Sports. Jabroni.
We're not on the gram
yet.
Oh, we're not. I'll get that
You're the one
popping.
who's going to do that.
What about Snapchat? Do we want to get on the snaps?
I mean, what, are we just going to like intrude on people's day? How do we do Snapchat organically? Are we going to just send them pictures?
No, we just have our story.
Stories?
Yeah, Snapchat, Snap stories.
Okay, we could. I mean,
Snap
we don't.
stories.
Are we just going to tell people forms of social media we don't have now? Is that the gimmick?
Yeah.
Check us out on MySpace.
Yeah.
We'll message you on WhatsApp.
We got. Hey, check us out. We're doing live streaming
It's
on
fully
Twitter.
encrypted. I don't know if you knew that. It's encrypted, so it'll never come back to you. You can plan murders on WhatsApp. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's the instant messaging service of serial killers.
I'm still on AIM, so I mean,
Still using AIM?
yeah.
Okay.
I've had an away
I'm more of
message
an
up.
MSN messenger.
I mean,
type of guy.
You weirdo.
Urbe Rules 01 will never die.
Could've signed
Which
Google
was my
Plus.
original AIM name.
Hey, check
LT
me out on
Rules San
ICQ
Diego
chat.
619.
Ooh, LT Rules San Diego 619 was your AIM name?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty good.
One of my many though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You had way more
I
than
had
I
a
did.
Galaxy Beckham 23 or something like that.
Dude, this guy's taking all the names. Save some for the rest of us.
Yeah.
know, my
I
For me, it
was,
was easy. It was just Urbe Rules 01 and then Souter Payday 21.
Boy, did Urbe ruled.
Urbe ruled for a long time.
I had Titty Master 42069.
No, you didn't.
Liar.
It's a lie.
You're a liar. Your mother would have never.
That's
Kim is a saint.
that's my name, my username now when I'm on
Is that your
Discord.
God-given name?
We do have a Discord.
Yeah, shout out the Discord. You know how to get there. I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. You have to like copy a link and send it.
Wow.
We'll WhatsApp you the link to our
No,
Discord.
I'm not WhatsApping people that listen. We'll just put it on Twitter.
A link to our Discord
Yeah, we're gonna start doing live streams though on Twitch.
and Twitch.
Yeah, we're gonna just do franchise mode.
Oh, like we're gonna do NBA franchise
We're just
mode.
going to
Yeah.
do rebuilds of NBA 2K teams.
I mean, I'd watch.
If you guys want to catch me playing The Witcher 3, you can do that as well on Twitch.
I mean, I do have a Twitch account set
I'm
up
playing
with a
FIFA
webcam.
19. I mean,
FIFA 19, well, why not 20? Are you a
did
port?
come out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So we got to make a
I'm-
Twitch account.
But I'm on my way to the Premier League with Wimbledon. I can't stop now.
You do Wimbledon too? That's one of my go-to rebuilds.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring them up from League One, I think they're in now.
Uh-huh.
It's not bad.
Do they play in the Wembley Stadium?
All I know is-
Wembley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing?
All I know is that one of their stands is named after John Green, the author.
Oh yeah,
He's
that
a
is
major
true.
donor to their club.
Yep.
I got Cosenza, Italy. I got them to the top 4 in Serie A
So they were a Champions League team.
in the Champions League.
Yeah, pretty good.
I've
Cosenza.
FA Cup with Wimbledon. I'm in Europa right now in the group stage. So
I also have an announcement to make regarding my Premier League team fandom.
whoa.
I would just like to let people know at this time that I may be retiring the Watford kit, and I think I'm gonna join Aston Villa.
Wow, you're a traitor.
Why?
Go Bucks.
I mean, I guess, but
No,
you can't.
This is getting emotional.
Yeah.
I'm not here for this.
Can't
So-
give up on your team.
It's been a rough start to the season. Okay, we've gotten smashed
We're
3 games in a row.
3 weeks in, man.
I know, and we played 2 home games, and we lost every game by at least 2 goals.
I mean, I'm sorry that you can't go into Old Trafford and get 3
yeah,
points.
okay,
but
I know. Crystal Palace is such a cool team.
4 points out of 3 games, I'll take it any day
Such
of
a
the
cool
week.
team. Beat Man U. Yeah, whatever. Man U
we
sucks.
lost, we
all
lost to
right?
Sheffield United, though.
Sheffield United.
You should be a Sheffield United fan. The Blades is a
Fuck no.
badass
No,
name,
I'm
though.
not being a Sheffield United fan.
But
Get
the
out of here.
Blades.
The Blades is a cool name. And
It's
their
a
logo
super
looks
cool
really
name.
cool name.
Really cool.
Their
All
logo
right,
has
I'll
two-
pick that.
their
No,
logo
I'm
has-
Liverpool.
They have 2 swords in their logo, man.
Damn.
2 swords.
I like
Pretty
swords.
badass.
Pretty cool.
Really badass.
I always like when the newly promoted teams have cool logos or cool nicknames.
Yeah.
That's what I look for. Like Norwich City, like the Canaries. I was like, that's weird. I like
That's
it.
so fucking.
And their jerseys are yellow. I get it. Canaries.
Hey, if you guys want to check me on Twitch, I'm playing MLB The Show 19. I'm batting like 650 in AAA, but I can't get called up. I got called up for a few games and batted like 500, and they like
Sent you back down.
not interested, sent me back down. So I mean,
your defense left something to be desired. I heard.
yeah, I'm trash at defense, but I'm raking 650 in AAA ball. I feel like I should be getting more of a chance than I'm
In the
getting.
little bit that I played the show, I batted a smooth, like, 0-1.
Wait, what?
0-1.
I could not hit the ball to save my life in the show.
No.
Nope.
Nor
could I pitch. That's why I gave it away to Dad for no money whatsoever.
Damn.
I put it on easy setting just because I want to just make it in the majors, and
Still not working
I
out, though.
made it through a season and a half, and I'm still not up there.
That's tough.
That is rough.
I don't know what else to do.
That's it. You're grinding.
I really hope somebody just like there's a side mission and somebody offers me steroids. I'd for sure take them at this
Always
point. I get it. I get it.
That would be the unlicensed version of the show. Hey, man. You want me to shoot this needle in your ass?
Hell yeah, bro! I need to jack some taters.
Get one in each cheek. Let's do it.
Oh,
man.
boy.
Ah, jeez.
Holy cow.
Before we call it a day here, do you guys got any preview thoughts on the NFL season to come?
Ooh,
give me maybe one teaser or a hot take.
One hot take.
You want a hot take?
Give me a hot take to get us ready for next week. Will you be joining us next week as we discuss the NFL?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll be in
Wow.
touch.
Okay.
We already got blown off this week by Colin. I mean,
It's true.
I'm going to shout out Colin for blowing us off.
We did have a cancellation.
Get a cancellation last minute, day
I'm
of.
here, though.
I mean,
It's fine.
Absolutely.
for sure. But we got to throw other people under the bus.
For sure. Fuck off.
You're a better guest.
Any hot takes though, boys? Any NFL things that have been stuck in your craw?
Well, as the listeners at home may not know, since we're based between Milwaukee and Chicago, there's actually 2 Bengals fans
That is true.
on our team here.
And a Cardinal fan guest.
Currently.
Yeah, he's the guest. He doesn't count.
I'm go Pack all day.
Yeah,
Packers
of course.
winning the Super Bowl.
Go
That's
Pack,
my
go.
prediction.
That's your hot take. Packers win it all.
No, I think Rick LaFleur fucking sucks.
Hold on. Matt LaFleur?
Matt LaFleur sucks.
Rick LaFleur.
Rick LaFleur? You don't know anyone's name.
I don't. But I think he's going to suck.
We need to get you like a cheat sheet or something of like.
Yeah, I should have a list of people's names in front of me.
What is your basis that you don't think he's going to be good?
Because he was the offensive coordinator for the Jacksonville for the Tennessee Titans,
Yes.
and they sucked.
I agree, but I haven't seen him like running
I
an
have
offense.
a fired college coach as my head coach.
This
so,
is very true.
who didn't even have a winning record in the Big 12.
Yours, well, I guess Trey said that ours is a hunk too. I don't believe
we
it.
have a quarterbacks coach, not even a coordinator from last season. The Bengals fucking hired a quarterback coach as their head coach.
Here's a hot take from the Bengals. Actually, it's a normal take. They fucking suck. They are going to suck this
Here's a
year.
hot take from the Cardinals. Kyler Murray definitely not winning Rookie of the Year.
Wow.
Really?
Their offensive line is absolute horseshit.
I mean, that's
Wow.
true. That is completely true.
I think Larry Fitzgerald's going to have a bounce back year.
I think Larry Fitzgerald is the greatest wide receiver of all time.
Wow, that is a hot take as well.
That's not a hot take. I
We're
agree.
getting good bang for our buck
Come on,
here.
you're forgetting about Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I know,
Are we
but I always
really
think
talking
about.
about Jerry Rice right
I
now?
always think about Jerry Rice when he
talking
played
about
on the
Jerry Rice.
Raiders when he had braids that started in the back of his head, and I just can't respect that.
Why is that when you hear Jerry
That's
Rice?
what
That's
comes
the
to
first
mind,
thing you think of.
That's the most recent Jerry Rice I think of.
Jerry Rice is not the best wide receiver of all time.
Wow.
Okay, well, I mean, you heard.
Do you think it's
first.
Wayne Corbett?
It's not Jerry Rice.
Okay.
Probably Jordy Nelson.
I have a hot take, but it normally wouldn't be a hot take at all. I don't think there's any way the Browns make the playoffs.
Oh, I think they do.
That's
That's a take.
It's.
I think they win their division.
Yep.
I don't think they make
No,
the
I
playoffs
do not
even.
think they win the division.
I think the Browns' hype is wildly out of control right now.
They got so much offense. Who cares about defense?
That's exactly what's going to happen. People are going to be like, oh, yeah, there's another side of the ball that they're not good at. Oh, yeah, whoops. Yeah, I think they're gonna be like 7-9, 8-8, something like that again.
Yeah,
That's good enough to win
Who's
the
going to win that
division.
division?
I don't know, Ravens, Steelers,
With what record?
10-6.
I think they're all going to be awful. I think it's going to be a terrible
I think they're all going to
division.
be awful.
I think it's
I
gonna be a
kind of
really bad
agree.
division.
I think it's going to be a trash division.
Interesting.
think at least one of the Ravens.
I think,
or the Steelers going to go 10-6.
Why would the Ravens be worse than last
All
year?
right, it'll be 3
Yeah,
teams
why-
under 500, and then
Why would the Ravens be worse than last year? That's all I'm saying.
Why would they be better?
Because Lamar Jackson will be better.
he might not be.
Might not.
Probably. It's very unlikely that he wouldn't be. Like, Mark Ingram's a better running back than anyone they had last season.
That's fair.
Like, their wide receivers sucked anyways, so like they drafted 2 of them in the first 3 rounds.
But,
One of them
did you
presumably
see
will
the
suck.
video though where Lamar Jackson had open wide receivers for a 5-yard gain, but instead he ran it in for a touchdown? It's pretty.
Hey, points
I
are
don't know
points.
about that.
That's you don't know about
Yeah,
scoring
I mean,
a touchdown instead
it's
of
pretty-
being 5 yards.
It's pretty selfish, don't you?
Yeah,
I
it
think
is selfish.
He needs to spread it around more.
Speak.
I haven't heard that take.
That was a hot take on the
That
internet.
is
That was a
that's
take.
People were like, "Yeah, that was a nice run and all, but maybe you should have looked for his open wide receivers first."
Wow.
Eh.
Yikes.
Who cares?
Good God.
I'm with him.
Would anyone ever say that if a white quarterback did that? Would there ever be a similar critique of like Jimmy Garoppolo?
No.
Yeah, because he just came off an injury.
I
think he's gonna
with
be back,
Baker
too.
Mayfield. I guess Colin Cowherd would say it if it was Baker Mayfield, since Colin Cowherd has like a personal vendetta against Baker Mayfield.
I mean, I still can't believe that Baker didn't celebrate with his team. Man.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I know. Selfish. Just like Andrew
Did
Luck.
did he celebrate with Stone
Yeah,
Cold?
Andrew Luck is selfish.
Andrew Luck is a millennial.
Yeah.
Yep.
What a
Hashtag
millennial.
Andrew Luck.
Yeah. What a millennial way
He
to
was
quit.
rehabbing is too hard.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, Doug Gottlieb.
Yeah. Doug Gottlieb, seriously, Doug Gottlieb,
You're a waste of space.
Today, this episode, fuck Doug Gottlieb.
Fuck Doug Gottlieb.
Go off.
Credit card thief. Piece of junk.
The Colts are really
Shorts on backwards.
Colts are really Andrew unlucky.
Oh, boy.
Actually, they're
All right.
not. They're just a shit franchise, and that's why they lost Andrew Luck.
Because their fucking owner's a cokehead.
That's what I mean. And with that, I think you guys have an idea of how we're going to discuss the NFL next week.
It's going to be quick.
I think we did a good job.
We're going to be
setting the
ripping
stage.
off a lot of Band-Aids.
Yep. So, with that, thank you, boys. Had a great time.
Bird Gang.
Hashtag Bird Gang. Hashtag Who Day. Hashtag Go Pack.
Go Pack, go.
I'm AJ Fuerstenau.
It's your boy Gonzo on Twitter.
At GBabyLaFleur.
And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our guest, Jacob Fuerstenau.
Well, thank you guys. The pleasure's all mine.
all right.
Aw, hey.
Hope to have you back on a future episode as well. So,
I hope to be back.
excellent.
Don't bring him back.
So, so with that,
Cut his mic.
we are done with the NBA preview editions. Next week, join us for the NFL preview episode. If you've been waiting for some football, you're gonna get it.
Hey,
all right, we're not gonna do it a lot,
Dun, 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 dun.
but it's happening, and we can't ignore it. Come for the bad predictions,
Dun, 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 dun.
stay for the bad takes,
We're gonna
and ultimately leave for the bad language. Okay.
also we're gonna pick a bunch of records that don't mathematically make any sense.
None of them, it will not add up at the end at all. There will be a lot of teams with really good records and a lot of teams with really bad records.
I don't think anyone's middle of the road.
we don't believe in picking 8-8. That shit's for cowards. All right, you're 4-12 or better, or you're 12-4 or better. That's it. This is a league of haves and have-nots. That's the way we like it. and We never get bored.
That's right.
That's America,
Believe that.
baby.
So with that,
Can our outro be the NFL? No, we got that.
No, we
NFL.
can't sue.
No,
We'll get
come
sued.
on,
We can't be
buddy.
on YouTube.
We can just say it.
Yeah, exactly. We can sing it. Turn it.
I was gonna do like one of the old remember the Sunday night countdown where it's like,
Oh, Sunday night.
oh, not that one.
That's the sexual
You're
one.
doing the Carrie Underwood.
Hey,
I was
Jack,
going for more like
it's
the
a fat Sunday night.
See, mine was like the.
Oh yeah, that's like the ESPN when they're showing the highlights.
No, because then I think back.
Stumbling, rumbling, rumbling.